Hey Robin, there is something about your videos that you make me do video responses more than anybody else. I just watched your two-part video and it was heartbreaking, but sadly not surprising. I grew up with three older sisters and no dad, so I'm pretty... I feel like I'm more sensitive to women's issues than the average person, although no one can know what it's like to go through an experience without actually having gone through it. One song that I think puts it really well is John Lennon's "Woman is the N of the World." There's a lot of really, I think, perceptive words in there. My opinion is women go through so much that is completely unrecognized by men. The amount of crap that they have to deal with from day one, as you say, from childhood, not only in terms of being treated as a sexual object, but also in terms of women are the ones who have to bear children, and bearing children isn't just the process of childbirth itself, which is tough enough, and the process of raising those children, which still, even in this age, falls disproportionately, that burden falls disproportionately upon women, whether they be the ones who have to provide the child care or the ones who have to find a way to make ends meet because men aren't meeting their obligations. But also the other complications that come with being the ones who bear children, meaning being the ones who have to be responsible for birth control and for protecting themselves, being responsible or having to deal with issues of having a child they may not have planned for or wanted, issues of having to put up their child for adoption, issues of miscarriage and the horrible feelings that brings, or having to have an abortion, which is never an easy thing for a woman to decide to do, but in some cases is the only realistic choice. And any of those events can scar someone for life, and you add those up along with the likelihood of there being sexual abuse, you mentioning 1 out of 4, and I would say a high majority of women have had to deal with one or more of these issues. And I know some of my female friends as an adult have really opened my eyes. When you see these amazing women who have achieved so much in their lives and who have who I consider to be people worth looking up to, people I admire, and to when you get to know someone really well and you hear about what they've gone through in their life and still managed to make such an amazing life for themselves, maybe viewed from internally it's not so amazing, but viewed externally by friends or family, it is impressive. It is amazing. I can't say that I could have built such a life out of such a fragile foundation. And I say to you, Robin, you're one of the more inspiring people to me here in this forum, and I'm in awe of all that you are, given all of the disadvantages you had growing up and what you've made of yourself despite all of that. I don't think any man can really understand what it's like to have to craft a life after having had and still continuing to have to go through all that you have to go through. And I just want to say thank you for being you, and thank you for sharing yourself here, because having you do what you do makes my life better, and I'm sure is making the lives of a lot of other women better who see a part of themselves in you and hopefully see that it's worth continuing the struggle, as you will hopefully see from the responses you're getting here. So, Robin, you have our concern and care and love, and please keep trying. I know it's never going to be easy, but it's worth it.